Please put your hands together for Mr. Sean Fitz.
Woo!
You might call this or...
Thank you very much, guys. So yeah, Sean Fitz, as you might tell, I'm from Ireland, so like the Irish guy, I was actually going to play a song for you this evening, but now that I got here, I realised I can't play guitar. So yeah, that one's out. Sorry. You thought I was joking? I wasn't joking. That wasn't a joke. I got rid of the guitar. So yeah, my name's Sean FitzGerald. I'm from Ireland, but what my name and accent doesn't give away is actually raised in Germany. So I know what 40% of you are thinking right now. Okay, German and Irish, he must be drunk. The first guy wasn't, but this guy must be. The other 40% are thinking, well, you know, the other guy showed us that not all racial stereotypes are true. And the last 40% are thinking, well, drunk or not, he has no idea how percentages work. But yeah, being German and Irish is a strange mix. You know, you have the two different halves. I was born and raised in Germany, so that's the first half of me, you know. You got the German part is everything must be done right, must be done correctly, it must be done efficiently, must be done absolutely... Sorry about that. And then the Irish part of me is thinking, well, yeah, we can do it tomorrow. And then I went up and I moved to Brussels, where they don't do anything fucking right. And good luck getting it done by tomorrow. And just to add a little bit more to the mix, I actually married an American. The person who wooed from the back of the stage earlier, we had just one of them. And, you know, marrying an American has brought an interesting dynamic to the home. You know, you pick up each other's words, each other's accents. She now uses, you know, she's going pinting. She says grand to things a lot. I've picked up some of hers. You know, I say herb, or oregano, or if you didn't want to be shot, you should have just complied with the officer. And then just to show which half of the room was correct. But yeah, there are other interesting dynamics to having the German-Irish mix. You know, we have very different histories. When it comes to European history, it depends on what we're discussing. If we're discussing football, ich bin sehr deutsch. Deutschland über alles. And then someone's like, okay, let's discuss politics. Heidli Italy, oh, how's it going, boys? Yes. But yeah, I actually have a mixture then of Irish and German friends. You know, when I moved to Ireland, I had to get used to the dynamic of Irish people. I don't know, has anybody here ever been to Ireland? Woo, some have. Okay, so what you might know or not know about Irish people is that if they like you, they treat you like shit. Okay, Irish people are very mean to each other when they like you. When they don't like you, they're absolutely lovely to you. So if you're ever in Ireland and Irish people are nice to you, you should be very suspicious. German people, on the other hand, are the complete opposite. You know, if they like you, they're absolutely lovely to you. They're mannerly, they're cool. And if they don't like you, they invite you camping in Poland. There was one reaction there that was a bit too enthusiastic. And I wasn't sure how well that joke would go down, you know, like, this venue is awesome, you guys are very cool. I've never been to Antwerp before, it's my first time here, loving it. So I googled the bar and I like saw the pictures, saw the vibe, saw the atmosphere, and I was like, some dude definitely got fucking shot in this bar. I hope it's not me tonight. But now that I'm here and I've met you all, I realised how wrong that was. No way. That motherfucker got stabbed. And nobody called an ambulance. Let's be honest, nobody here can afford a gun. Sorry. But yeah, so I had a son recently. Woo! Thank you very much. I say recently, he's 7, or as some people would describe him, more than 1 year, which is a line I'll be using from now on. What age is he? He's definitely more than 1. Don't have to keep track of that anymore. And you know, there's some cool things about having a son. Obviously, the greatest one. Has anybody here else got kids? Yeah. Okay. Some of the guys are like, probably. But yeah, like the greatest thing about having a kid, obviously we all know, is that it is physical proof that you've had sex. You know? You bump into a high school bully, you're like, ha ha ha, check it out, motherfucker. That's right. But it's interesting actually that you applaud the fact that I have that I had a son before finding out that he was 7, because oops, better grab that. It's a lot easier to make a baby than it is to raise a baby. I think we're all aware of online resources, the internet. There's a lot more fucking research and topics on how to make babies with instructional videos than there are in how to raise a baby. Obviously, since the age of, I think, about 11 or 12, I've been studying videos on how to make babies in lots of interesting ways. When I went to look up, how to raise a baby, not as much evidence. You Google things like mothers and loving families, and then you just end up watching MILF videos all night. It doesn't work out that well. Sorry, my throat is getting very dry. But I also got married recently. Holy shit, you guys don't learn. We've been married like 2 years. Or more than 1 year, which I'll be getting out of every anniversary present with now, thank you very much. How long we've been married? Here's to more than 1 year next year. Thanks very much. So she's obviously living here with me. And about a week ago, I had a friend over from Ireland and took a few days off work because obviously we had to fit the stereotype and just go drinking for 4 days straight. She went on a business trip on the Friday evening to Ghent. Not exactly the most exotic business trip, it's a few hours away. And because I was going to be drinking for a few days, I was like, I'll drive you up there, and then I'll leave the car there, I'll take the train back, I'll meet my friend, we'll head out. So drive her up, drop her to the hotel, make sure everything's okay, get back to my friend. I'm like, all right, so, what's up? We meet, we were in the bar, and he's like, what are we doing? I was like, I was just dropping the missus to Ghent. He's like, oh, how long did that take you? I was like, about an hour and a half. He's like, Ghent's not an hour and a half away. I was like, no, it is. He's like, nah, man, you can make Ghent in 40 minutes. I was like, you can't make Ghent in 40 minutes, are you mad? He's like, no, you fucking can. I was like, Ricky, you've never been in Belgium in your life. You don't even know where Ghent is. You're telling me 40 minutes? He's like, I do boy. And this is Irish people after a few drinks, right? We fucking know exactly everything, and we will fight it to a T, right? Doesn't matter how educated on. I could argue with a fucking professor from NASA, but like, moon fucking 2 days, boy. 2 days. Like, look, I know you took a rocket. Give me a Honda Civic. Fucking, I'm there and back. Apollo 13, I would have just fucking gone up and right back, no bother. And so we're arguing, and the arguing's getting heavier and heavier. And I'm like, okay, look, I admit, you could probably do it an hour if you floored it. He's like, if you floored it, you could do it in 20 minutes. I was like, I tell you what, look, we'll settle this right now. I know exactly how to settle this. I was like, my missus drives as well. So I was like, I'm going to text my wife. We'll find out exactly how long it takes. So we're in Brussels, and I text my wife, take out the phone, open up WhatsApp. I'm like, hey, babe, want some cuddles? Wife's not home. Turns out you can do it in 15 minutes. Thanks very much, guys. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sean Fitz. And his failing marriage. Holy shit. That